Okay, greetings everyone. This is First Centurion 753 with another live stream of the Geopolitical Simulator 4 series Barbados Island Paradise, and I'm hoping to have a better live stream today with a better connectivity because I think I readjusted my internet. Yeah, I unplugged my receiver and plugged it back in, which was one of the recommendations that I got from the company. So, hopefully this live stream will not go in and out and buffer like the other ones will. But it won't matter to you because you're probably just watching this on YouTube at this point because we're still connecting on YouTube. And I want to make sure I got everything here. Game capture on OBS. And that's, yeah, everything seems to be good. I guess I'll just say right now, what I'm going to do for this particular live stream is I'm going to try to focus more on international organizations and getting their approval for what needs to be done. So, types of organizations that we are going to look at. I am a member of, I know I've done this before, WTO, ICC, Association of Caribbean States, Caribbean Community, and the British Common Market. I don't know if there are any other organizations I could join. Bolivian Alliance, probably not, but I'm going to go ahead and I guess, well, let's see, I'm going to go through them first because no one's really watching the live stream. Arab, definitely not them. Possibly Bolivia. Asian, nope. Asian, nope. What is this? Africa? No. BRICS? No, I can't do BRICS. I would just like to apply to BRICS for fun, just to see how they reject me. So, let's see. I'm going to make a list. BRICS is the first that I'm going for. BRICS is my first. Okay. Then, Black Sea, definitely not. That's not in our region. Central American Common Market, I don't know, maybe. And there's the Bolivia thing. Let's see. CB. Baltic States? No, definitely not. What is this one? Oh, I'm gonna press play too here because we're just trying to kill time until the election. I forgot about that. The Sahel we're not gonna do. Commonwealth of Independent States. I'm in that other Commonwealth. This sounds like another South American country thing. Eastern and Southern Africa. No. Not that one. Not that one. What is that? Community of Central Africa. No. Economic Cooperation Organization. Is that's the religious one, I think. West Africa, no. Monetary Community of Central Africa, no. Monetary Union of West Africa, no. G20? Not yet. Got a while to go before you get into the G20. G7, definitely not. What am I, crazy? Actually, I'm going to see because I want to see what the requirements are. See if I can get knowledge of the requirements. This is really more like become like a test series almost for my actual series because this series, you know, there's not really much going on. Rio Group. I am going to try the Rio Group for sure. I was looking at that before. What else do we have here? I did the Rio Group. Down. Guam. Democracy and Development. That could be us. Maybe. A lot of times these titles do not give you any hint as to what they actually are. I guess the geography ones you can kind of figure out. Arab League, yeah, that's not going to be me. Market for... Common Market of the South? I don't know if I'm technically in the South. Does that mean I have to be below the equator? I should probably get some more room here to write down the requirements. on my notepad. NATO, no. What is that? Arab League, I did that already. NAFTA. I think I can join NAFTA. That would be great for trade with the United States. Huge benefits. Huge. As long as Trump isn't the president. Let's see here.
I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I wanted you to see in order to submit to you this.
No. I don't want to do it. What is this? Milk. 8 milk. At a cheaper price. I don't care. I guess that'll improve relations, right? Oh, we're gonna get a good price on milk. Alright. Cheaper milk. Hopefully improve inflation and what do you call it? I don't know. They do not want any type of military agreements. I wonder if this meeting's gonna hurt me because they have human rights violations. I do not know. I'm just gonna. That's enough for that. Nordic Council. No, I'm not gonna join that one. OECD. I don't know. Maybe I could join that. OECD. Why not NATO too? Probably someone's gonna vote. Oh, look at that. That international meeting cost me 2 points on my popularity. Good God. Nordic Council, I did that already. Did that one already. Okay, I'm behind. Islamic Conference, no, I'm not going to join that. OPEC, I don't have any oil. Pacific Community, I'm in the Atlantic. South Asian, I don't think so. South African Customs, I don't think so. More South Africa. I should join these with the Angolan series. And that one didn't work. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can join some of these organizations. I'm going to try for the Bolivia organization. Where is that? There it is. I don't think we're going to be able to get into this. Apply to become a member. Bolivia. Okay. Oh, whoa.
I'd like to congratulate you in person for your popularity. The way the country trusts you moves me, and I am happy to work.
All right, popularity, congratulations. And that, applying to the Bolivian organization, actually gave us a bump in popularity. So how do you like that? Oh, what the heck? What the heck was that? All right, now let's take a look at what's going on down here on the island, near the island. We've got 3 wind farms, and we are building an airport. Pretty good. So far, so good. Oh, file accepted. All right. After examining your candidacy, we are happy to announce that your file has been accepted. Your membership request will thus be submitted to vote by the organization members in a few days. I hope so. We met all the requirements, which means we just have to get accepted, and then we'll be part of that organization. What that means, I don't really know, but it's something to do. And right now, I'm really just killing time until the election, because with the election is not until we got 4 years until the election, and I guess there are still some promises I need to fulfill. Job seekers, a theater, and the violence thing. That was so stupid to do that violence thing. All right, I guess I'm gonna push this until the end of the year, and then I'm gonna see if we can build a theater. I'm gonna look at our financial situation, see if we can build a theater. Diamond Cartel. Will I play the Diamond Cartel today? I'm not gonna play that on live stream probably, but I did post one of the videos today, so you can go and check that out. I played a bunch of them actually last night, and I cut a couple this morning, so I'll probably release one on Sunday too, and then maybe a couple during the week. Oh, we got hit with pop. How did that happen? I'm gonna meet this guy. This guy will give us a nice boost. Martinez. Did I say your name right? Hopefully I'm saying your name right. What's up, buddy? How's everything going? Thanks for all the comments. I appreciate your support. I like all the suggestions. All right, we're going to try to get an endorsement from him. Damn! Wow. We got rejected big time. All right, come to inform you of the results of the voting process with regards to your request to the organization. Basically, I think every country voted against me there. That's a little crazy. All right, so there's no way that I'm ever going to join that Bolivian organization. That's just not going to work. So, what's the next organization on the list? We met the requirements for the Bolivian organization. I'm going to cross that off. The next one is BRICS. I don't know if I'm going to join BRICS. I definitely won't get into BRICS. But at least I want to see what the... Thanks, buddy. You guys have anybody has any requests for series, just let me know. Post it in the comments. I'll get to them as soon as I can. All right, so I'm going to try to apply for BRICS. Here we go. Definitely not. We're not going to make it in BRICS, but I want to see what the requirements are. And this might help. World Conquest Barbados? Yeah, LOL for sure. I don't think that... See, look at that. Every time we apply for one of these organizations, we get a nice little foreign policy bump. All right, this guy's going to seal the deal and get us back up to... 100%. Stupid Indonesian meeting that I had to go to.
If it makes you happy.
All right, so he's going to speak highly of me. And that will be fine. Airport is under construction. We have 113 days left for that the airport. And what is our energy situation? I think we probably have enough energy. The energy situation... We are consuming 1 terawatt and producing 1 terawatt. And right now, whoa. They accepted the file for BRICS, but they're going to vote on it, and I doubt all 5 of those guys are going to vote on it. I think BRICS requires a unanimous vote. I play as Serbia and reunite Yugoslavia. Sounds interesting. Maybe a tutorial for new players, handle taxes, something like that. Keep up the good work. Thanks. Thanks, Boogie9981. Thank you for the comment. I did put a tutorial for beginners out there. I should probably put that like a playlist out there. So there is a beginner's tutorial that just sort of goes over the tabs. That I just go over this tab really. But I'm going to try to actually break down each one of these tabs in a tutorial. At some point. I'm working on figuring out this tutorial yet. And I haven't totally figured out all the industry and everything else as far as trade goes. As far as customs duties, subsidies. I know subsidies will definitely help boost the economy, and we're doing that now. And exonerating definitely helps boost. I don't know what the effect of customs duties are. And I don't think you can even do the customs duties if you're in the WTO, because that will actually, I don't think that allows for customs duties almost. So I think I maybe have to play with some other country.
You are giving our...
All right, there's the endorsement that we need. Okay, Def has made the comment to play as Greece or Italy and reunite the Roman Empire. I was thinking of a Golden Age of Greece series. That might be the next one. That seems to be pretty popular. In that one, we're probably going to do some sort of bringing it back to like a cultural mecca center where we are #1 in publishing and #1 in like Nobel Prizes and science and the Olympics too. +1 for death. Okay, so that's a Greece seems to be high on the list. Okay, I am using OBS. And I have to make high quality video, you're saying. So I guess I'll have to check that out. I thought I had everything on high quality. The stream should be better this week. Like I said before, my internet receiver was causing some problems, so I unplugged it and plugged it back in, and then I haven't had any internet problems with that. So I'm assuming that this live stream will go smoothly the entire time. But it looks like Greece is pretty popular out there as a potential series. And BRICS, all 5 voted against me there. Okay. Definitely not getting into BRICS. Alright, what is the next organization? Is the Vatican in the game? I don't think so. Let's check that out. Is the Vatican in the game? I don't know if you can play. Let's see here. Yes. Wait. Yes. Yes, it is. I don't know if you can actually play as it. But it is in the game. And what can you do with the Vatican? Let's have a meeting. Right? I'll meet with the Vatican. I'm gonna meet the Pope. See what happens. We'll meet them on Friday. San Marino is also in the game too, right there. I think. San Marino. Look at that San Marino. Can't click on it. Yes, it is. So they got some pretty. Malta. Yes, Malta is also in the game. All right. Andorra is right there. These are all the really small countries of Europe. Monaco should be around here somewhere. There it is. That's Monaco. Liechtenstein. Where are you, Liechtenstein? You're in the game. I know you're in the game. Luxembourg. I thought they were somewhere around here. I do not remember exactly where they are. So, we're going to have a meeting with the Pope, see what happens. Maybe he'll get a blessing. Here we go. Tell him spiritually your religion has always been a great inspiration.
Like all of us. Like all of us.
Oh, very, very confident, cocky Pope there. Oh, this is the Pope Francis from Argentina. All right, will you pray for me?
Sorry, but there are more important causes.
Oh, man. That hurts. Pope will not pray for me.
We seem to have covered every subject.
Yeah, I think we have. Okay. Well, no crusades or anything to go on for the Pope. So, recreate the Papal States? That would be the hardest game ever. Death recommendation is to recreate the Papal States. And that could lead to the death of me. Ha ha, sorry. Okay, what's up, Marcel? What's up, Nicole? How you guys doing? This is really just going to be a live stream opening up for like chats for anyone who has questions about the game, or if you have any series recommendations or anything. So feel free to go ahead and ask away. This is kind of a dull series as Barbados. There's really not much going on. I've got 4 years till an election, so you know I'm really just doing this live stream to open up for chats and everything, and just continue to play this whole thing out here. Again, I was looking at energy before, and one of the goals after the next campaign, I think we're going to try to get all wind power energy if possible, and dismantle all those fossil fuels. But that's going to be stuff that we're going to campaign on for the next election, which isn't for another 4 years. Now, let's take a look at the economy. I haven't looked at this economy in a while. And budget excess is at 260 million. That's pretty good. Debt is at over 300 billion still. So we still have to work on bringing that debt down. And then we'll shoot over to the big numbers here. Growth is at 5%. GDP, which started at like 4.7, I think, is now over 5.2. Maybe it was even lower than that.
Good news. Our financial performance in the last quarter shows a cash surplus. This will help us reduce our debt service. Let's keep it up.
I have not played any of the DLCs yet. I know that there is a 2017 edition out there, and I'm probably gonna get that soon. I think Politics Gaming is actually playing. I keep giving a shout out to him. I hope he's doing the same for me. He's playing that right now. I think he had some problems with it. Some other people said they had some problems with it, but Everism takes a while to sort of fix out its bugs, I guess. So 2017. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that eventually when I'm done with the Angolan African Diamond campaign, and that'll probably be my next series. And there's also a lot of cool mods out there. There's a United Europe mod that I think I'm gonna play eventually. So there's some cool stuff out there for this game. You gotta go onto the website. I guess stuff's available on Steam. Do I play Europa Universalis? Yes, I do, and I'm actually planning on. I guess I could start doing series on Europa if you guys are interested in that. I do love that game. That game's great. But there's so many, like, people have like done that game to death on YouTube. So I'm concerned that, the series won't be viewed as much. But if you guys want to see EU4 series, go ahead, shoot out recommendations. I love European history. I'm actually a European history teacher in America, advanced placement European history, and I've only been doing it for about 2 years, but I really like European history, and I need to learn more about it. And playing the games, I actually tell my students to play the game, because then you have a better understanding of Europe and all the social, political, economic impacts of everything. Nicole asking, playing as Norway, 22% growth, can't control inflation. Yeah, 8%. That's not bad. I've actually had worse inflation. Recommendations for inflation that I've received. There's one, the interest rates. You can bring them up, I think, to 20%. Another recommendation for dealing with inflation is to go down to this one down here into civil service and just start raising all these salaries. Because when you do that, increases purchasing power, and supposedly that is supposed to help drive down inflation. So I usually have been using a combination of the two, and it seems to work out pretty well for me. And then another recommendation is just to actually go out and buy stuff. Buy stuff cheaply. If you go and make some good deals at better prices, then you should have better purchasing power, and that should improve your inflation. More jobs, I think, in general, will improve the inflation situation as well. And then any ways to like sort of contain the growth. One thing you can do if you have a lot of growth and you have a lot of inflation, just start taxing. Okay, because you have the ability to do that. Your country's growing, it's improving, especially 22%. So your economy is growing. You can bring that down by raising taxes, and that will increase your revenue. And then you can go and buy some stuff that will help to stimulate your growth in the future. Use the money to pay for infrastructure or something like that. So those are my recommendations for dealing with inflation. Do Americans have anything to learn about Europe? I think we have a lot to learn about Europe. I have a lot to learn about Europe. European history there's a lot in European history. A lot more than American history. It's been around much longer. And there's a lot more countries to learn too, so. History, Death says, I love your name there. Death says history is the only thing I can remember from school. Well, that says something. Okay, can I play as some hard countries like Albania, Serbia, Byzantium? I don't think it's a country in... Oh, are you talking about EU4? I could probably do... I don't know if I'm good enough to do it a Byzantium series. Any countries that border the Ottoman Empire. The Ottomans are so tough early on in the game. I thought about trying a Byzantium series. I might try that. There's a lot of wikis out there on how to win as Byzantium. Some of them require luck. But Serbia, I definitely think I could do. I played as an Italian city-state, and I've unified Italy recently in a game, and I went ahead and built the Suez Canal like 100 years early or something like that, and we've conquered Arabia and working on Ethiopia and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll definitely do a EU4 game out there. I'm good at history because I'm deaf. There it is. Deaf never forgets, apparently. All right, so we're in October 2019. I guess I can probably kick this. Oh, I should go ahead and apply to another organization on my list here. So we got rejected from BRICS. We got rejected from the Bolivian organization. We're going to go for, what's this one? Central American Common Market. I don't know. Now this sounds like it's almost a... no, that's got to be a free trade organization. I wish the game would tell you details about what the organization actually does, but it does not tell you the details. So, let's go here. Apply to become a member of this one. Central American Common Market. We're close to Central America, so I think that's, you know, it wouldn't be too bad. So let's see if we get into that one. And let's just keep pushing forward here. Not really going to do too many actions before the election, other than trying to gain membership. We have enough bullying as it is. What's going on here? Minister. I hate these ministers. These ministers always have problems. I just always ignore them. And we can probably check out the newspaper too while playing this game. Humanitarian aid, earthquake in Alaska. I remember that. I played as the United States, and there was like a huge earthquake in Alaska that destroyed me. Republic of Congo had a bomb. Those are the big ones. Bud Rosen is driving the country towards prosperity. That's a good article for me. Good press. Overflowing energy, taste for effort, winning. Look, this is great. I'm having great press here. Great press on this one. So, EU4 series as Serbia. Are there any achievements with Serbia? Because I do want to play a Series 4 an achievement. So if you guys know that, let me know. Alright, let's get this going a little further, quicker. Waiting to hear from that membership. I have not heard anything from them. In the meantime, why don't I apply for another organization? CB... no, not that. G20. I'm just going to apply to the G20 just to see what happens. And see how and why they reject me. This is just too small. It's got to be a GDP thing, like a size of GDP. GDP is impossible. GDP is not taken into... hold on here, I want to read this. Alright, GDP membership methods are strict, Prime Minister. Only organization members can propose and vote for a new member. So you have to be proposed by a G20 member. The G20 does not take into account external demands. Alright, that's a good thing to know. And we are refused by the Central American Common Market because of the geographic location. So we are not Central America, we are in the Caribbean. So Central America would be all the way over here. Still not close enough. Alright, next organization that's possible to join. That might be possible for me to join. The Rio Group. Where is that Rio Group? I forgot what they were. Is that the Rio Group? Yes, it is. Alright, probably going to be a geographic thing here. See if we can join them. Oh, sorry, I didn't look. I missed all the comments. So Boogie 9981 thinking I have good support for EU4, and if I don't know what country to choose, his vote is Serbia. Okay, so we got some Serbian, so I might end up doing a Serbian EU4. It might be time for me to get back into EU4. Should be great. Let's see, Nicole. How can you anticipate how well you will do in elections? There's an electoral map, I think, down here. It works better for the bigger countries. I know you can use that if you're playing for the United States. And then there is a way to get a poll. Somewhere in here you can poll. I think I can poll right now, actually. I don't remember where that is. Head of state. Order a poll right here. Okay, so under head of state, under this tab right here, you can order up national census polls, and you can kind of get an idea of what's going on. Basic polling intentions, voting intention, opinion of the interest groups and associations, detailed opinion of groups and associations. Winning over those groups and associations are pretty important. I'm just going to go ahead. This is going to cost me 1.72 million. Let's go ahead and fire that up and show you what that's like. So that is there. And popularity is part of it. If you look at my election series videos, it's popularity. It's your popularity among different interest groups. It's also your campaign program, which I have not figured out yet. That's complicated. But different promises is different points. Sandra Downs is from Barbados. So, I hope you enjoy what I'm doing with your country. Barbados. Am I saying it right? I always say these countries wrong. Oh, refused by the Rio group. Given your geographical location. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So, geographic location does restrict what groups you can join. Other organizations. Oh, here we go. Okay, voting intention survey complete. I've completed my last read through and I've transferred the report to your communication services. Hope you'll be able to let's see if it's up there anywhere under head of state. Look at national census. Okay, so here we go. This is all the information that can help you vote. The first one, which is the cheapest one, will tell you voting intentions. This is based on party. So right now my party is the Union of Socialist Democrats, and the Barbadian Citizen Movement is the opposition party. And right now we have 59%. That's all that basic polling will tell you. And then, what do we have here? This one will tell you the different voting groups: athletes, clergy, intellectuals, military, and union. You can win these over by getting these people to recommend for you and stuff like that. And you can just go in. If you have the God and Spy version, you can go in and you can see exactly what those types of people would think. Like you can go into the artist, and then if you have God and Spy, that's me. Where am I? Click on this guy right down here. That's God and Spy. And scroll right down here. It's about $12 to get God and Spy as a DLC. I highly recommend that. It makes the game just a lot more fun. You can cheat with God and Spy, and you can kind of like adjust things. I don't like to do that, but I do like the spy aspect. And it'll tell you what type of issues each group likes. And if you're watching the Diamond Cartel series, it also tells you the countries, and it tells you how they align with you strategically and what your economic relationship with. And I've been able to adjust the economic relationships with trade, but I haven't been able to move that strategic alignment thing just yet. So that's, something. 2 other polls. Let's see, where were we? Look at the polling census data, detail. These are more detailed for each group. So these are the associations specifically. And all the associations love me, except for women. What the heck? I just got a compliment from the women. Unions, clergy loves me. That's a big voting block, getting that religious vote out there. And then public reaction to head of state's actions. So this is basically telling you how people think of your policy. Right now, they don't like my foreign policy or my industry. That makes sense. But foreign policy, come on. Well, I guess I haven't done anything. If I join one of these organizations, they'll probably like me. Health? That's because I had those big health cuts. Old folks don't like me either. So I guess these are areas that I could go and improve. Really happy with my purchasing power, my social issues, my housing issues. All right. That's where I'm at. Nothing really angry at me. So that's pretty good. Status is good. We're at the end of October here. What did I want to do? I wanted to... There's some funny comments over there. I wanted to apply for another organization. Guam. Guam's an island, not an organization. What the heck is that? Guam, where are you? Take me to Guam. There it is. Guam stands for... I don't know what it stands for. But this is the Organization for Democracy and Development. And Azerbaijan Alright, I'm gonna try to join that. See what happens. Let's check out our debt. Are we paying down that debt? Come on, baby. Ew, yeah. We are paying down the debt. Is down to 3.29 billion. This is beautiful. Wait a minute. It's gone up and down a little bit. Oh, it went up because I bought the airport. That's right. But when the airport gets built... It's built. Wait a minute. Is it built? No, it's not built. I want to check out tourism right before the airport gets built. That's not... It's in services. Services. Yes, you can create your own organization and invite other countries. I'll show you that in a second. Let me just check out services here. Okay, I want to get these tourism numbers, and I'll go right into that whole explanation. Tourism, world tourism production. I'm going to get the number here. We are at 12. All right, that's important for me. 12. Where'd you go? Okay. 1238.36. Now, we'll see what type of impact the airport has there. Now, for your own organization, this is pretty cool. I like this. I haven't done this yet, but I am planning on doing this in the African Diamond episode. Create a Caribbean alliance. That's possible. There are four options for creating an organization. You can create an economic market. An economic market is a free trade area that promotes the development of trade between member countries, customs duties, and eliminates. Customs duties are eliminated in these areas. Embargoes are, of course, prohibited. You come up with your own name. You have an acronym. You create a headquarters, which will be your headquarters for the capital. You have a term for the Secretary General. Now, there was something about that, actually. You should have someone that has good charisma, who's healthy, who's a strong leader. That's who you want to appoint. So you have to find somebody in your government who would be a good leader. I remember that because Masters of the World, the prequel of this game, had a scenario where you had to create a rice organization. And I was working on that. I never got around to it, I don't think. If you donate a lot, the founding country, founding country puts a lot into it, and you keep membership fees low, it'll be easier to get people involved. Now, you can invite countries. You can leave it open to all countries. You can have it open to countries on the player's continent. You can have it open to regional countries, or you can pick specific countries that you're going to invite. And then to get new members, you can do it either with unanimous vote, 2/3 vote, or majority vote. So those are all the different options. Other organizations, so you have the economic market, which is basically a free trade zone. You could do a monetary union, which uses the same currency in order to develop trade and economic activity. The rate for the common currency is fixed relative to the founding country's currency. This is like the Bretton Woods Conference, 1944. The United States did this for like basically the entire world. Regular meetings between heads of state are held to decide the interest rate charged by member banks. The EU does this in the game. Maximum annual deficit can be set here. And then the meetings, you can do this monthly, quarterly, or annually. Name the currency, and you create your own currency. That's pretty cool. Producing countries. This was the rice thing. And I'm going to try to do this with the... why is this not playing? I'm going to try to do this with the African Diamond Cartel. Organization of producing countries together, nations with similar productivity, regular meetings between heads of state, set a common international price. This is like OPEC. And again, you can have specific activities here and have the specific activity. And then the last one is a military alliance, political and military alliance. A political military alliance combines countries with common strategic positions who commit to support and defend each other. Human rights, flexible or strict. Religion, Protestant, which is my religion, I guess. Political tendencies, socialist, center. Wow, that's pretty cool. Oh no, Guam membership refused. We're not getting any of these organizations. So, Caribbean Alliance is Death's recommendation. Maybe I'll listen to Death. What's next? Another organization, I was thinking. Where's Guam? There's Guam. That is not the one I'm looking at. Oh, there's one last organization. No, there's 4. This one. Common market for the South. Now, what does that mean? The South. South of what? You're not telling me anything. South of the equator? I'm not south of the equator. Apply to become a member, though. See what happens. Okay, foreign policy boost. Every time you apply to become a member, you get a foreign policy boost. And if I wasn't at 100, you would see my popularity going up. Listen to Death. Nothing could go wrong. Yeah. That's what Death says. All right. 62 days until the airport is finished. Adam Brower, what's up, buddy? How are you enjoying the African Diamond Cartel series? That's all because of you. That was your idea. I like it so far. I don't remember what you guys have seen, because I played about 6 episodes last night, and I've only posted like 2 of them so far, I think. So there is stuff that's happening. Not a lot of stuff. I think some of those conquests of those South African countries are going to be really easy. If I can just get the UN on board and keep the international organization out, those South African countries are done. Namibia, Botswana, they've got like no military. I wonder what type of allies they have. I should look that up. I could look that up. Let's check that out. Manage arms embargoes. No, we're not going to do that. I want to check Botswana. Where are you? There you are. Are you allied with anybody? Not in this game. Namibia. Namibia has got no allies. So, they're open for conquest. Pat Face 100, what's up, buddy? Change religion. Just kidding. Death says change to Islam. Oh, thank you, Adam. I appreciate the donations. If anyone wants to donate to the channel, again, we have until, I think, the end of February to donate, and then they're going to take it away. But I'll probably start like a Patreon, and I'll put the link in and everything. You guys can donate there. Apparently, I am not in the South, so I cannot join this common market of the South. So they have refused my membership. Can't get into that club. Okay, I think I'm definitely going to have to play Greece. Now Nicole is requesting that I play as Greece. Make an ancient empire of Alexander the Great. Whoa, that means conquer the Middle East. Oh, boy. That was part of it. We were talking about this on the last live stream I did. And we're doing like they were talking about an anti-Turkish bloc or something like that I would organize as Greece. But definitely going to do a Greece game where I try to, create, like I said, cultural mecca with improving cultural numbers and education and stuff like that. And I think I just, want to have like most books published, maybe produce movies, go into education, and probably you can do things. This doesn't have it, but they do keep track of like Nobel Prizes somewhere along here. That's probably in research, actually. Research. Number of Nobel Prizes, yep. Patents per year. So I want to be like top 10 in like all those categories. And Olympic medals too, because they did have the Olympics start there. Try Afghanistan someday. Ooh, man. That is a tough one. Afghanistan would be a tough one, but that would be interesting though. That would definitely be interesting. series to struggle with. What am I doing now? I need to get into another organization. Try to get into another organization. What did I say? NAFTA. I don't think I'll get into NAFTA. NAFTA would be cool, though. No way they're going to let me into NAFTA. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's a heck of a screen name. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. That rhymes. Play as Germany.
Everything has been
All right, national holiday coming up. Play as Germany. Yeah, I can do that. What would be the goals playing as Germany? That's my question. I was also thinking about doing an Austrian series, Return of the Habsburg Dynasty or something like that. Create a dictatorship out of Austria and reconquer the Austro-Hungarian Empire. And then maybe even colonize around the world too, because they had Charles V had a huge empire. It was like the biggest election promises. Oh, come on. I can't get dilapidated houses. Alright, that's not going to cost everything. I'll probably bump that up. Legislation. That's not what I was looking for. Allowance pay to job seekers. And you have to get it up over the amount that you promised in order to win. And everyone's going to vote for that. So let's go ahead and push it through. Fascists of the future will say they are anti-fascist. Winston Churchill said that, huh? I like Churchill.
business leaders
Wow.
currently marching through the city relatively calmly without breaching the peace.
Okay. Business leaders did not like that job seeker allowance. Huh. Did I think I'd get over 500 subs? I don't know. I had no idea what I was doing when I was starting the channel. I originally started playing Total War Empire, and I had no idea about like numbers of subscribers or how much money you can make or anything. But I think I was watching Evil Viking 13, and it was actually two of my students had told me about the game Total War, and I hadn't been playing like strategy games for like the longest time. I used to play them a lot when I was younger, high school, college, and everything. But then, like, as a young adult, I sort of gave up on it because I thought I should be doing other things. But then I changed my mind, I guess, and I just started having fun again. And it's relieving for me to play strategy games because I just love to like have the stuff on my mind constantly because I guess I'm always like a thinker. I don't know. I got a long car ride into work. I got like a half-hour commute, so I got to think of something. And, I just like to think about what I would do in games and stuff like that. Games that I have going on and everything. So that's why I really like strategy games. And, yeah, my two students told me I was talking about strategy games with them, and I was telling them about Civilization. And they said, oh, yeah, that's a cool game, but I like some things that are a little more complex. And I was like, what? Give me a game that's more complex than Civilization, because that's before I learned about Paradox games or, Total War games or anything like that. And they said EU4 and Total War Empire. And once then I looked it up, and I looked it up on YouTube, and that was awesome. That changed everything for me. Just like watching, it was Evil Viking 13. He did like a series on the American colonies. I'm playing as America, and it was, sort of like an alternative route kind of scenario. And I thought it was so cool. And so, that's how I got into it. Germany has one of the biggest debts in Europe, but it's camouflaged by its exports and trades. Interesting. What do I teach? I teach history. European history, U.S. history, and I got a class of world history too. Just finished the master's degree in history, thinking about the PhD, but that would cost a lot of money and time. And I don't know if I have any. I don't know if I have any money. So let's see what we got here. What did I do? NAFTA. Next one. Next one will be OECD, Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development. This has got like, this seems very inclusive. And these are like all my friends, I think. They should let me in. 34 members. I gotta get into this one. I am part of that Commonwealth. The British Commonwealth. Foreign policy boost again with this one. Keep pushing through this here. What are we doing on debt? I want to see this debt situation. That doesn't seem like it went down too much. Our budget excess is at 310 million. That's gone up, even though we spent money on allowance pay. Did we get that that bill passed, right? Oh no, it's not passed yet. It'll pass on the 30th. Whoa, what did that say? File accepted. Nice. All right, so they're going to vote. 34 members of voting. I hope that's not a unanimous required vote. If it's just majority, I might be able to get in. Nicole says, what is your favorite country in Europe, history-wise? Ooh, interesting. I've been learning a lot more. I mean, the Holy Roman Empire is so complex. There's so much stuff going there. I am Italian, so I was thinking about doing, like, an Italian EU4 series. Like, you know, what would, like, Machiavelli do? Like, I'm going to read The Prince, and he also wrote, like, An Art of War, and I want to play based on, like, what Machiavelli would do. And he was, like, anti-mercenary. So, like, I mean, he used some mercenaries, but he was really anti-mercenary. He wanted a national army, he wanted to unite in Italy, and all that stuff. These are some of the ideas that he had. So that's a possible series in the future. So I do like Italy. I don't know. It's tough to say which ones I like. I like Italy. I like Germany. I mean, I like all the Italian city-states and all the different conflicts going on. The interesting thing about Europe is how the geography affects the culture and the politics, because Italy remains divided, you know, throughout most of European history because of the Apennines mountain range that divides it down the middle. But, you know, you have these wealthy states because of, like, the enclaves that they have, as far as, you know, for trade and everything in the Mediterranean. And so, you know, Italy doesn't unite until late. And the unification starts in the Po Valley in the north. So, you know, and that's what industrializes first. So, and all that sort of has, you know, geographic purposes. Like, you know, it was because of the geography that all this stuff happened. You need a river for early industries. You need, in order to have textile mills and everything, you need to have a river, good flowing rivers, for those to actually work. Which is why in American history, the north ended up industrializing before the south, because the northern rivers are closer. The mountains descend in altitude, you know, quicker, kind of, overall in the north, which is why New England has more faster flowing rivers as opposed to, you know, the southern states that have the Appalachian Mountains, which are further in, and then they level off and their rivers aren't as powerful. So more powerful rivers in the north allows for, oh no, 33 people voted, only one person voted for me. But more powerful rivers in the north allow for the development of better textile mills and everything in the north, and so you have industry developing there first. There's also the cash crops and everything that played a role too, but you know, that's American history. I probably know more about American history than I do about European history, but I do plan on studying more about European history. Really need to get to bed. It's getting too early. I don't know where you are, Pat Face, but where I am, I think it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So You need to get to bed? Get to bed. One time, I was playing a video game in high school, and I remember, I'm telling all stories now. I remember I was playing the video game. It was a school night. It was getting late. All of a sudden, this weird thing started to grow at the bottom of the screen, and it was like this bright light, and I couldn't imagine what it was. And then I realized. I turned around, my window was open, and it was the sun. The sun was rising as I was playing the game, and I completely lost track of time. I ended up staying up all night. Pulled an all-nighter because of a video game, and I had to go to school the next day, and I think I was exhausted the entire time. But this is the weekend, so, you know, whatever you got to do. That game was a Super Nintendo game called Liberty or Death, which was probably one of the first strategy games that I ever played. That and Civilization. 5:54, so now we can figure out where you are. If anyone has a map, we know where Patface is. 5:54 a.m. minus, I am in New York time zone. So minus, what time is it? It's got to be 1 o'clock for me. So 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 9 time zones away from you. The other direction, which is somewhere in Europe, right? I don't know if I'm right about that. Yeah, it's somewhere in Europe. You're in Eastern Europe somewhere. What? Alright. The other way. He's in Australia. I don't know. Okay. I did my math wrong. Sorry. Now I feel dumb. Oh, yeah. I knew that. Did I know that? I know that 8 a.m. is 8 a.m. Monday in Australia when the financial markets open is 5 p.m. on Sunday in New York, because that's when you can start trading currencies. And I used to do currency trading as a part-time thing, not large scale at all. It was like a couple $100, you know. And the financial markets opened at 5 p.m., I believe, if I'm right. If anyone cares about any of this. Alright, so what else did I want to do? I'd said one more organization, and then I'll probably end the live stream here. And we're going to do... the last organization we're going to try to join is NATO. Yeah, it's definitely not going to happen. You gotta get a unanimous vote with NATO.
The whole country is preparing to joyfully celebrate this occasion. It would be a joy if you would participate in the festivities and...
Yes. Foreign policy. So, wait a minute. 5:54 a.m. on Sunday. I was thinking 5:54 a.m. Saturday. That's where I screwed up, I think. Am I right about that, Pat Face? Is it Sunday over there? I have to be right. Okay, so we're going to get through this year, actually. And that will change things around. Getting through the year will let you know what the new finances are going to be for the 2020. We're going into the next decade. I don't know if I've ever gotten this far in this game. An entire decade It have been 4 years. I think I probably did. NATO membership refused. Geographic location. I am not in the North Atlantic. I am in the Central Atlantic. So that's it. I don't think I can join any other organizations. Yes, Sunday. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't think I can join any other organizations. Unless I create my own organization. And maybe I should go with Death's recommendation of a Caribbean alliance. Possibly.
The funeral will take place next week.
Speaking of death, jeez. Alright, I'm really just going to wait till the end of the year. Available position. I don't care. You can fill it for me. I'm not trying to play any politics here. With appointing positions. Really just trying to build a good economy. Speaking of which, we are at $5.3 billion. Our growth is at 5%. Unemployment is down below 4%. Inflation's at 2%. Wait a minute. No, that's fine. I'm okay with the 2% inflation. 2 to 4%. I think I'm okay with. That was loud. Okay. Coming to the end of the year here. End of the year and probably the end of the live stream. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Again, feel free to subscribe to the channel, like the videos. You can donate to me on fan funding for another month. And then again, I'll go ahead and create a Patreon afterwards. I'll take any recommendations for series, and I guess I should have to look into my OBS to see if I can get some higher quality play, as was recommended. Religious holiday appearance, there we are. I want to break through this year and get my numbers, and then I'm going to be out of here probably. Because I got to do the laundry. Got to stay on top of things. Laundry, dishes, cleaning, all that stuff. It's a weekend. Monday, December 30th. And we're breaking into the new year. New year, new decade. Here it comes. There you have it. All right, now we're going to get some information. Beginning of the year information. Unhealthy housing situation. Give me a break. Oh, 25 houses are unhealthy, so I'll have to improve those houses.
Here are the GDP and growth figures for the last year. As you know, these are the most important economic indicators and the most revealing of the health of our economy.
Looks like a healthy economy. We have to do something about housing. This is such a pain, this housing promise. I will never make a housing promise again. Can I rehabilitate 26 homes and then have that thing satisfied? Probably not. It'll probably be unsatisfied until the next election comes around. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, I should get my surplus numbers soon and unemployment numbers, and once that happens, then I'll know what's going on. Housing, what the heck? Where is my surplus? I guess we're going to wait till Monday to find out what the actual numbers are. Here's Monday. Okay. So I don't know. Usually they'll tell you if there's a surplus. Okay, budget excess is down to 140 million. That's not bad. So it went from 310 million to 140 million. So it dropped about 170 million dollars. But you know what? We're building an airport. And we've got all these, did we build it yet? We got 1 day till the airport's finished, and we've got these wind farms here, so, you know, I think we're doing okay. I wish it told me how much my surplus was for the quarter, but our debt is down to $3.1 billion. And let's just finish this airport. Whoa, here's the numbers. Budget surplus of 6.4%. Alright, that's a lot here. Let's see here. Past numbers for the past year are ready. I can now give you new figures. Therefore, our total public debt, that is to say the engagements, loans rises to 3.1. Rises. Debt service or annual debt reimbursement level will rise by the new year to 182 million. Finally, most significant number is the budget surplus, 6.4%.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month. This is an average figure.
All right, so that's lower than what we thought, but still pretty good. Unemployment is around 4%. Overall results are good. And inauguration of the airport. The work is finally over, and the inauguration will take place during the next few weeks. Would you like to attend the ceremonies and cut the red ribbon? Absolutely. Built the airport. Nice big airport. Big fat airport. 10 million passengers per day. That's a lot. What is it? Medium traffic airport? Okay, so this should do a lot for our tourism, hopefully. But we're probably going to have to find that out in the next series. I am done for today. Thank you for watching, everyone. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do so if you enjoy the videos. And again, you can donate to me on fan funding. That's the last time I'm going to say that. All right. Have a good day. I'll see you guys later.